Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Observer of Football podcast. And we are in studio with my man, my teammate, my Winnipeg legend, Dean or Kamal. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great, Keith. How are you doing yourself?
Oh, man, I am doing fantastic. And
Nice.
man, Kamal, I've been looking forward to this podcast because we've been not only are we good friends, but we also known you for some years now, being your soccer
Yeah.
teammate.
Yeah.
And I must tell you, this guy can score some bangers.
Yeah, I can.
Kamal
Sometimes.
Kamaldinho.
Yeah, that's my name on the pitch, Kamaldinho.
Oh,
Yeah.
and this past season, like I was able to have the pleasure from going to goalkeeper up to striker and be able to link up with you.
Uh-huh. Yeah. It was a great game. It was great games. Great games playing with you up front.
Man. Now, not only are you have skills on the pitch, and as you know, anyone can see the MMSL games on the YouTube channel, they can all
Yeah.
view your talent. I don't have to describe here how good you are.
Yeah.
Now, for someone who not only is multi-versatile, so like you're very, very versatily talented. You're not only a great athlete, you're also a great musician.
Yeah.
So, I never really got to talk about the side with you before. So, actually, for all those at the time of this recording of this podcast, Kamal or Dean released a banger of a song today, "Baby
Yeah.
Bad," which is
Yep.
out on all platforms now. So go check it out if you haven't
Yep.
already. Link will be provided in the description in this
Yep.
video.
Uh-huh.
So be sure to go support our boy here.
Yes, please. Thank you. I also dropped the video today too, so please go watch it on YouTube. It's also on my Instagram reels. Have fun with it.
Man, this guy is not only just revolutionary, and man, I actually had that song going when I was at work today. One of my earpods had me jamming out.
Appreciate it.
Kamal,
Appreciate it.
I had a question. How did you get into music?
I think I got into music in high school.
Okay.
I always kind of had the love for music. Then I got into high school and I realized I had friends who also loved making music. So we kind of started a band, a group of boys rapping. I used to be a rapper though. So rapping back in the days, I remember writing letters to our vice principal so we could go to the studio to record, This is 12, 13-year-olds, trying to make music.
No way.
Yeah, we had like music books. We had like songs that we never recorded, But yeah, that's how it kind of started. Then when I came to Canada for like uni, right? Music was on a pause, before coming here. But when I got here, I started seeing people who were into music, so it kind of like rekindled the whole energy and dream. And I started making music properly here professionally, and since then it's been great. It's been a great journey.
Now, I know you said and by the way, did your principal actually let you go to the studio and record?
Oh yeah, he did.
What a G, honestly.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. So I know, so going from my question is, so how did you kind of find the genre of music you wanted to to produce? Because going from rap to the current style now, it's
Yeah.
quite different.
I remember that time because I have a friend who we did music together. His name is Banks. Shout out to Banks. He's in Ottawa. He's a rapper. He's still a rapper. So at this time, we were in A levels, Oxbridge in Lagos, and I was like, I don't know, like rapping. I mean, it is good, but like, I want to try to like sing. I want to have this, star. Like, I want to be like a superstar, type of thing. And I was talking to him about it, and I was like, I think I'm gonna do this. And then at that point in time, I never really sang. I don't think I couldn't sing at that point in time, right? So I just started producing my own beats more and trying my best to sing, hit a key or whatnot. And trust me, my vocal range has grown over the years. So like, yeah, just a steady build up to what I wanted to, because I had like an idea in my head. This is what I want to sound like. I had influences too. So with that, I kept on working, putting in the work, and right now I think I'm in a great space, in a great spot where I can sing and I can serenade, Yeah, I think that's it.
Man, well, I have two questions for that.
Sure, shoot.
So who is your so for your current style now, who's like your main music influence? Who do you want to try and emulate your style off of?
Oh man, that's a great question because it changes depending on my mood, right? But I could tell you off the top, every person I'm going to mention, I have different reasons for why they are like my inspirations, right? I've got Burna Boy, I've got Wizkid, I've got Wanda Cole, I've got Chris Brown, I've got Usher, I've got Jay-Z. I've got 50 Cents, you know.
Oh yeah.
I've got legends back home like Bacha, Fela. I have different reasons why these people, you know, kind of add up to my own, would I say, the image I want to get, you know. So like a lot of people trust me, and I'm definitely forgetting some, but off the top, I could mention this ones for you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like that. You have a bunch of
Oh
influences, but
yeah,
you combine it all to make it your own style.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
One last one.
Hmm.
I love listening to 80s music, so I could say um The Whispers.
Okay.
They're more like 70s. And then New Edition. I love New Edition so much. So yeah.
Okay. Good shout outs. I haven't heard that name in a minute, man. I'm not
New
gonna
Edition,
lie.
yeah?
I've heard of them, man. Those are good, man. That's a
Yeah.
good music influence.
Uh-huh.
But like, so with those influences, it kind of goes into like songwriting, right?
Mm-hmm.
How do you like when you write up a song like this, for example, with your new release?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
What was the inspiration behind that song?
Baby Bad. The inspiration. Wow. Okay, this song, I recorded this song 2 years ago,
Wow.
October 2022. It is September right now. I recorded this song October 2022, and it's just sitting down in my laptop. So I can't really remember the inspiration, but what I do when I'm making a song, I kind of make my beats first, and whatever emotions I'm feeling from the chords, the chord progression, it kind of sparks different experiences. It couldn't be just from one experience with someone, it could be from different experiences with people, or just a general experience or general feeling I want to like, you know, put into the song. So that's how I do it. I don't write. It's weird.
Mm,
I don't necessarily write lyrics. It's
okay.
more like I have my melodies down,
Hmm.
and is you know, do you know how like painting, right? You could just start from somewhere and you just go with whatever your instincts takes you.
Yeah.
So just like that, you're literally making it on the go. So that's how I make my music. I make the melodies on the go. I make the lyrics on the go. I could do a whole night, literally 8 p.m. to 8 a.m. making a song. Make the beat, record the song. That's it for me.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool. That's because like when I've like heard other artists and stuff like that too, it's kind of like cool to see about how
Mm-hmm.
they go through that process and what works for them, right?
Yeah.
And I'm glad that that's a system that it goes a lot with the feeling.
Yeah.
And when you have that
Definitely.
feeling, then
Mm-hmm.
it just the whole thing comes together.
Yep.
And it just speaks to like, in 2 years.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like one of those things too, where some songs are immediate. You can just, get them done in maybe a day,
Yep.
but then some of them take longer times, man.
Yeah. However, I hate when I start a song and I can't finish it.
It's the worst feeling, isn't it?
The worst feeling. I need to finish that song there and then. I don't want to wait till tomorrow to record any other vocals or whatever. I need it done. Unless I need someone, you know, on the song with me. Yeah.
Mm.
Just my thing. I don't know about people, but like, you know, because when that feeling comes, you might not get that same exact fine-tuned feeling anymore. You can have something similar, right? But just that point in time, just like time, you can't get that time back. So you need to like write it out like there and then. Even if you gotta sleep a bit for like 2 hours, wake up, finish the verse, do it. That's how I do it.
It's a good point.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of those times too, it's like carving out time in the day to actually like do it. Like I
Uh-huh.
think that's one big thing because I mean, for our viewers here, I don't know, I'm guilty of it, but like
Uh-huh.
procrastinating.
Yeah.
Like for example, I've always had this idea of doing this podcast,
Mm-hmm.
and luckily enough, I was able to meet producer Danilo here.
Yep.
Shout out to
Shout out
Danilo.
to him.
But it just kind of all came together, and finally just sitting on the idea, just
Uh-huh.
okay, gonna put it into action. Like set it on afternoon. I said this is we're gonna work at the particulars, and then
Yeah.
here we are today.
See, it's going great. I could see that.
Yeah, obviously, and I think it's been to have you on and just to kind of get that experience too. It's a lot of good life lessons too that we can all take away from it.
Oh yeah.
And it's not even just for songwriting, but it can be for anything, whether it be for work, whether it be for personal life, whatever hobbies you have. Making sure you set out that time
Uh-huh. Yeah.
because there's nothing worse than wanting to do something
And
and
not
it's
doing it,
procrastinating.
yeah,
The worst. So, come on, I have a favor to ask you.
For sure.
So I haven't talked to Danilo yet, but have you ever seen like KSI, like the YouTuber?
I know about him, but I never really watch. I don't really watch YouTube or watch.
Okay.
Yeah.
So trust. I'm not a good singer.
Okay.
Like I'm doing you a favor by not singing.
All right.
And I want to do some songs on the
Uh-huh.
channel just to like, about football or just overall general. Like
Yeah.
more, it's not real, like not real songs, but I
Yeah.
just want to be passable that I can make some parody songs about.
Oh, nice.
And when you talk to me about how you weren't able to sing, but you're able to like teach yourself,
Yeah.
practice,
Uh-huh.
practice.
Yeah.
Well, I need help here because I need to know the place at least to get a basis where to start, to at least get the base where I want to go because I might want to do like a song on the channel just to kind
Okay.
of just to
Yeah,
try it
some
out.
parodies, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say sing as much as you can in the toilet, and when you're showering, sing. Just sing. The thing is that you're gonna start knowing when you are like hitting them keys. You're gonna, oh, this is what I actually kind of sound like. I'm comfortable in this range. And yeah, just sing. When you're driving, sing. I think I kind of sing every time I drive. I don't know, but yeah, when you're driving, put up the music, sing. And a perfect tip I learned of recent is if you want to find your like range or whatever,
Hmm.
try squirting a bit to sing so it engages your core.
Interesting.
Yeah. That you kind of know like your true tone,
Okay.
something like that. Yeah. So yeah. So that's what I try to do these days because I'm trying to learn because I was never a singer as I just told you. So I'm just trying to learn and like improve my vocal range. So now I do some songs and my friends are like, did you sing this? Is it you that sang this? And I'm like, yeah, because I know like it came as a shock to them. So that's what I'll tell you. Just sing as much as you can. You notice like the kind of tones you like, the range you can go and everything. Before you know it, more practice. And definitely, you have him. He's a producer, he's an engineer. So trust me, he does the magic. He can pitch correct your vocals, right? Yeah.
So he can cover up for me when
Oh
I'm
yeah, you
not
can
sounding
cover
good.
like a proper 60%. Trust.
60%.
It go up
That's
to
over half the
80%.
job.
Yeah, trust me. His engineers are like the magicians in the industry right now. Trust me, they're like priceless. They're gold. Without them, you can never sound nice. Trust me. Even if you can sing like crazy, you need them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Fundamental.
fundamental.
I
Trust.
see him smiling too.
Because he knows. He
Yeah,
knows.
absolutely. No,
Yeah.
okay. Well, good advice.
Uh huh.
I'll do that.
Yeah.
And I'll do like a before and I'll do an after.
After.
And I'll
Yeah.
see how it goes. I'll
I'll be
try and
checking up on you for that one.
okay.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I do sound good in the bathroom, at least what I think I can do.
Uh,
But I maybe not out in this setting. I may not sound as great.
uh,
But so with you being like being a musician and things like that, and an
uh-huh.
artist, like in your family life, do you have any like was your family involved in music? Would they do anything like that or
Nah, I'm like the first.
first?
Yeah.
Okay.
My dad he loved music, he had vinyls and everything.
Hmm.
But like I'm the really outgoing person and just music. It's kind of a shock to them, I know, but like, you know, I'm just that guy. I'm that guy.
You are that guy.
Yeah.
This guy. So then, I have like a question then too, like, with your like, what was like your family's like, because obviously they see you on
Yeah.
Instagram and
Uh-huh.
like seeing you go recording your own
Uh-huh.
songs and then being able to do your own shows. Like, what's their like, have they ever come to watch you sing or have you perform?
I don't think they have watched me sing in person or perform, but definitely they have listened to my songs. My brothers have listened to my songs. They're like one of my biggest supporters, and I love them so much. So, yeah, I remember the first time I actually went to the studio for the first time. I was 13, right? And I told my dad, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna go to the studio with my friend Banks, da 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 da." And we made the song. And when I got back home, my dad plugged the song to like a big speaker, right? And
Mhm.
played it out. I was like, shit. Yeah. But since then, they know I do music, but like, yeah, my brothers are like really supportive. I I kind of think they're shocked. I'm like, this guy, this guy's really doing this kind of thing and is doing it. Yeah. That's like that's how I see it, how they like take it in. Yeah.
Okay. So it's really important too that you have that support from the family, right? Like
Hmm.
just having that overall support just helps them like empowers you to take those risks, right? To
Yeah.
be the artist you are today. Now you say that you kind of talked about your first experience going to the studio with your friend. It's a little different when you're going out and doing it live, right? In front
Oh
of in
yeah,
front of crowds. Like,
yeah.
can you talk about your first ever experience kind of going on a stage and singing in front of people?
I think my first ever show was in Winnipeg, actually.
Okay.
2017. It was called Industry Night or so. I can't remember, yeah. But yeah, I actually did the song. I dropped with my friend called his name is Rewan. It was really nice because I've always wanted to be on stage, right? Even if I was dancing or performing or like singing, the first time I was gonna go on stage proper was to dance in high school. But like I had to travel out the country for some Olympiad like in New York. So I never got to like be on stage and like see people. But when I did that in Peg, it was surreal. It was great. Yeah. There's just like electrifying feeling to it, you know? And since then, I've been on different stages in Winnipeg. However, I took a break from performing live for like a year and a half or so.
Mm.
But I'm back now, and I have a show coming up on the 10th in Manitoba Music. Yeah, yeah, I'm back to be on stage. I actually had a performance last weekend too, so that was great. Yeah, performing in front of people, seeing them like love the song, sing back is the greatest thing ever.
It's that energy, right?
Yeah.
Oh man. And for those who, if you're in Winnipeg and you want to go see an amazing show, make sure you buy tickets next
Yeah.
weekend, right? Like next week,
Next 10 days from now, so that's the 7th.
this
Yeah.
October 7th. So make sure you
Yeah.
buy tickets if you haven't so already at the time of recording.
Yep.
Awesome. Well, I might have to hit you up for that. I'll definitely come up for the show.
For sure. For sure.
Awesome.
Anytime. Yeah.
Sweet. Okay. So then, you know, come on. Now that we kind of talked about you being as an artist and being
Uh-huh.
this, big influence around Winnipeg.
Uh-huh.
What about let's talk some footy?
Yeah.
So obviously here, we are main part of the channel is focused on football and soccer
Uh-huh.
here.
Yep. Yep.
So how did you get into soccer? Was it like a family influence, or again, were you just kind of independent, going and getting to the sport on your own?
Uh so I have brothers.
Yeah.
I have three brothers, right? And I had neighbors which were like four boys too and a
Mm.
girl. So we just started playing ball, you know. And my neighbor's elder brother kinda taught me like how to play, you know. So, and I think it was just more of talent because I didn't know like I was gonna be that good. I just played ball because I watched my dad watch soccer with his friends, and I'm like, oh shit, this is what they're doing with the ball. And like I go back outside, kick the ball around with my friends. Then I started playing in definitely primary school, high school, and football was really gonna be my thing. I
Yeah.
wish I actually, became a footballer before music. Football was my first love before music. Yeah.
Oh.
So yeah, I started playing ball, It was great. It was great. People always kept talking about how good I was or how good I am now. I'm not as good as I was before, but back then I think I was a great player. Yeah.
Still are good, probably. Don't give yourself a
Yeah.
disservice. Like, hey,
Yeah.
trust me. Like,
Mhm.
like I think one like coming from an aspect like for people who know who are regular channel, I'm a goalkeeper,
Uh-huh.
and I've been able to see you play from the opposite end of the field, and I've
Yeah.
also been on the opposite end of your shots.
Yeah.
One thing I really compliment about your game, and I always kind of note from you is you have a not only are you good technically on the ball with like your dribbling and shooting,
Thank you.
but you have a good IQ
Yeah.
of where to be on the ball in terms of like even when you're off the ball, you know where to
Mhm.
put yourself in a good attacking positions.
Yeah. Shout out to Lucho though.
Right?
Right?
Absolutely.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Lucho.
So, and I think I do have one type of critique though for
Oh
you,
yeah,
and it's a
sure.
positive critique.
Oh yeah?
Shoot more.
Yeah, I know. I'll try. I try. Shoot more.
Sometimes you like. Hey, don't get me wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Be all means you can pass, but man, you got a really good shot, and I
Yeah.
think he's got to be. I think he's got to use it more because man, you can score some bangers. And I know you
Yeah.
have it in you. So that's be my kind of my one critique. Because man, as a goalkeeper, I need goals.
You need
Goals
goals,
is the
yeah.
best defense.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this indoor season, I will definitely shoot more. From the last game, that was like my best game last season.
Really?
Yeah, because like last season, our team was like trying,
It was transition period. Yeah,
transition period.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but like our last 5 games were like perfect. But for me, the last game, oh man, I watched the highlights and I was like, yo, yeah, that's a good game. I wish we won though, but yeah,
Hey, you can't win them all, right?
right, right, right.
So, who's your favorite team though? Like, what club do you support?
Okay, I support FC Barcelona, but I started out supporting Arsenal.
Why the change?
Man, so I started watching Ronaldinho, right?
Best ever in my opinion. In terms of like watch, like he's
Yeah,
the
you know,
best player
you
I've ever
can
watched.
watch him and you're like happy. And that's how I like to play. You know, I play ball and I smile and I laugh. It might sound annoying to people I'm dribbling, but like, trust me, it's just the joy of playing football, right? So I started watching Ronaldinho and like that period, Barcelona, having Messi, having Henry, having Ibrahimovic, it was peak football. Like, you know what? I like watching these guys more. I mean, I was kind of influenced to be like an Arsenal fan
Mhm.
because like the my mentor or like the person that kind of taught me how to play ball, he was an Arsenal fan. So, you know, like, you know what? I like Barcelona and someday United beat Arsenal like 8-2. And I was like, you know what? Nah, I can't do this anymore, Arsenal, because I hate United. Like,
You hate United?
oh, I hate United. Yeah.
Well, they're not in the best spots these days.
Yeah, yeah. Like I will literally do a hate watch for United. Like I'm talking to every Manchester United fan out there. Yeah.
That
But yeah,
might piss some people off.
I don't mind. I don't care. I really do not care. Yeah. Well, I love Barcelona. We've been totally shit. Can I swear?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been totally dog shit like in the past couple seasons, but you know, we're kind of getting there. We have our boy Lamine now, you know. He's phenomenal.
Well, not only you mean, but you also got Gavi, Pedri,
Yeah.
like just La Masia itself.
Ansu Fati too,
Oh,
you know?
if he can stay healthy,
Yeah.
amazing player.
He's trying to be like Dembele right now, and I'm not liking it. Right? Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like it's just it's weird. Like Barcelona, like my peak, because I'm a
Mhm.
Juventus fan, and
Juventus is nice.
the reason is because the reason I got into football was because of Buffon. I'm
Ah.
watching in the 2006. Like I used to watch like the 2002 World Cup,
Mm-hmm.
the 2006 World Cup, and I only watched it for Buffon. So
Yeah.
then likewise, then
Yeah.
Juventus, and then
I could see now. I can see why you like Buffon. Yeah.
yeah,
I can see that.
he's for me, he's my goat all the
Yeah.
time.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll be honest. So like when I was so I grew up here and was in high school,
Okay.
but no one really talked about soccer or football here. Like
Yeah.
at least 10 years ago when I was in high school, it was all about hockey, NFL. Soccer was not really talked
Not
about.
even basketball.
Basketball was talked about, but it wasn't
Yeah.
as like much as like
Hockey. Yeah.
as
Yeah.
that.
Definitely.
Yeah. So my friends, which is like the reason I got into football was because 15 years old, didn't have a goalie playing rec league. And they're like,
Okay.
hey, can you play goalie?
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, sure, why not? I always wanted to be a goalie.
Mm-hmm.
But they got me into like reason I got into football so much is because they're the ones that influenced me to get into like playing goalie,
Mm-hmm.
but also playing Ultimate Team.
Oh nice.
So like FIFA, I might be a little older than you, but like FIFA 12,
Yeah.
FIFA 13, man, my jam, man. Like building hybrids and Ultimate
Yeah.
Team and all that stuff is like my peak
Football.
football. Like in terms of
Nice.
like that whole thing was super awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But reason why I kind of bring it up is because my Alex, right?
Yeah.
Serrano,
Alex. Yeah.
big Barca fan, big Messi fan.
Never knew he was a Barca fan.
he's all big Barcelona fan.
Project Alex.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Honestly, so we used to like
Mm-hmm.
sometimes skip school and we'd go watch like El Clasico, and this is like 2010, 2011,
Valid.
and man, like those team like that for me, that's like the best I've ever. Those are the two teams.
Mhm.
Like watching El Clasico with that prime Barcelona,
Yeah.
and then like that Real Madrid team, the best I've ever watched for football.
know,
And it doesn't
it's-
get better than that, man. Like when you have like Xavi, Iniesta, you got
Oh,
Messi, you also
yeah.
got oh man, you had Pedro, you had Sanchez,
Uh-huh.
you had
Sanchez was a baller.
dude, absolutely. And
He was a
and
baller,
I
yeah.
followed him because he's at Udinese
Uh-huh.
initially, and then he went to Barca.
Barca, yeah.
And then then obviously when he went to Arsenal, he was a big
yeah,
thing there too.
Yeah, Alex was a big fan.
But man, honestly too, and then you had Dani Alves,
David Villa.
David Villa, dude,
Yep.
underrated. I don't think he gets the respect he
Yeah.
deserves. Man.
David was a good winger. Yeah.
But man, just watching that like team,
Play, you know,
oh my god, I
The
don't
way
think,
like the pass, the tiki taka, then it was like arts, you know. You know, you could bring someone who doesn't watch soccer, right? To watch soccer and like, okay, I kinda like how they're playing, you know. I enjoy watching these people. You know, it's not just about definitely it's about the goals and winning, but like the arts of playing, the way the ball is moving, you know, the way Messi plays the ball is arts. That's why I love that guy.
dude. For me, he's my goat.
Yeah.
in football. And obviously, like when he won the World Cup in like 2 years ago,
Oh yeah,
I was
like
so happy for him. I was
finally,
so
yeah,
happy.
like
Oh my god!
finally, man, like you guys can't say shit anymore. It's Messi, it's the GOAT. Leave it like that. It's the GOAT.
Just in terms of like this technique, is just
Hmm.
his all overall ability. It
Yeah.
just makes it look so easy.
Right? Like his it makes it look like art. Like art is beautiful. I
Yeah.
mean, I love Ronaldo. He's a phenomenal player. He is great. But like I watch Messi, I watch Ronaldo, like I can never get tired of watching Messi because, he has that oomph to his ball, he has this technique, this finesse, this swag to his play. Ronaldo has his own stuff, but Ronaldo is like the greatest scorer ever.
Hmm.
It's that guy. But like Messi is arts for me. But yeah, that's why I love Messi. Yeah.
Well, there was like that, like, and I'll say this as for our generation,
Hmm.
I don't think you'll ever see having those two type of players simultaneously competing against each other. I don't think
Yeah.
you'll see that for a long time.
Oh yeah, definitely not.
I don't think we'll ever see two players like that again.
I mean, we might see 4 or 3 now. Having Haaland, Vinicius,
Yeah.
and the boys. But like 2 top dogs, never again.
Like just that El Clasico games. Oh
Yeah.
my god, man! Like I sometimes I will go back on YouTube and watch those games just for nostalgia.
Yeah.
Like man, I loved it when him and Messi got into fights with like Ramos and
Yeah.
Pepe.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god,
Yeah, it was always
so
crazy in
fun.
the one. And the best thing about watching El Clasico is watching with your friends.
Yeah,
Back in high school, we would literally stop studying because
yeah,
we had like a period we studied in boarding school called prep. So if we're gonna study for like 2 hours, the whole school would like cut it short to maybe an hour 30 or an hour, so everyone can watch the game. And like a big hall of like 300 to 400 people watching soccer. You know, it is crazy. It's a great time. That's
yeah,
the best thing
absolutely.
about watching soccer with your friends.
Well, and you know what, and that's the thing too. Like literally, even like because I've been friends with Alex since high school
Uh-huh.
and stuff. We have our own group of friends that will watch like the World Cups together, Champions League finals,
Yeah.
Copa,
Mm-hmm.
and like we'll make a day out of it. We'll go play soccer, tennis, and stuff like that. Like there's no
Nice.
better
Yeah.
feeling than just how the beautiful game can bring all that tough stuff
People
together,
together.
right?
Yeah.
And it's memories I'll never forget, and
Yeah.
I'm sure you'll
Never
never
ever.
forget either.
Yeah. Never ever.
So when we're kind of talking about you being an Arsenal fan,
Yeah.
are you when you talk Premier League, is that still your team?
Oh, for Premier League, yeah, I love Arsenal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you go through those? I know you said you transitioned to your primary team to Barca, but
Yeah.
there was there was some dark years there
Oh,
for a
yeah.
little bit.
Mm-hmm.
How did you kind of go through that? Like, man, I'm a Leafs fan, like in hockey, and trust me, it's a struggle. It's a
Yeah.
real struggle.
Uh-huh.
So, man, sometimes it can be hard to stay loyal, man.
Yeah, it is hard to stay loyal. But I mean, I transitioned years ago. Like I was really, really young. So.
Oh, okay.
But as of now, it might sound shocking to you, but like I don't watch football like every time. I don't follow Barcelona's games. I don't follow Arsenal's games.
That's fair.
I only watch football just for the fun and just like it's just like the art of football. I'm not a big avid football fan. If you call me tomorrow morning telling me, what was Barcelona score last game, I don't know, right?
Hmm.
But if you have like a big game, okay, okay, let me kind of watch the game. Sometimes I fall asleep watching the games because I need some dribbles, I need some, all of them things. So yeah.
We would like to thank Subtle Savagery for sponsoring the Observer Football podcast. Subtle Savagery is a local clothing brand here in Winnipeg, Manitoba that specializes in top quality clothing ranging from hoodies, t-shirts, sweatpants, hats, and many more different items. With limited edition drops coming on a regular basis, you can get yourself top quality designs that keep getting better and better. Now, if you visit subtlesavagery.com and sign up for the Insiders Club, you can be the first to buy the limited edition drops when they come out. And not only that, you can also get a 15% discount on those orders. Please be sure to visit subtlesavagery.com and order your next Subtle Savagery merch. Now, one thing I wanted to ask you, and I'm putting you on the spot, so hope you don't mind.
Sure.
So if Kamal's going to have a Dream 11, and this is like all time,
All time.
who's your starting 11? Who are you putting out there?
Up front.
I know Messi's gonna be number one on that, and
Oh,
probably
Messi's
Ronaldinho.
on the right, definitely.
Yeah.
Ronaldinho on the left.
Are you playing a 4-3-3?
Yeah, 4-3-3.
Okay, 4-3-3. Okay.
Messi on the right, Dino on the left, Ronaldo at the top. But now I'm unsure, De Lima or Cristiano. But I know definitely Ronaldo at the top. And my central attacking midfielder will be Okocha.
JJ Okocha.
JJ Okocha, yeah.
That's a name that you don't hear often, but that's a
Yeah.
great
Guy's a great player.
Yeah.
And my two holding midfielders will be Zidane and Iniesta. Yeah.
It's great.
Then my back four. I really don't know defenders like that. But I'll say for the wing, right back. Honestly, I don't know defenders like that. Nesta was a defender, right?
Yep.
Central back.
Yep.
Maybe him.
Okay.
Puyol. Right back. Who's a legendary right back? What's his name? The guy that did the free kick with his
Roberto Carlos.
Roberto Carlos, yeah. And Lam, it was Lam a left back?
Right back.
Right back.
But he also played CDM too.
CDM, okay. So now I need a left back, right? Roberto Carlos was left or right?
He played left back.
Okay, yeah. So I think I could put Lam right back because I don't know. He just had a very big influence in Bayern.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
So I think my keeper, either Buffon or
I can give you some names if you want.
yes, please.
So there's Neuer, Casillas.
Yes, not
There's also Oliver Kahn. There's Peter Schmeichel. There's also Van de Sar, Emmanuel Neuer.
Yeah.
You also got there's a lot of great goalkeepers. So
yeah. I think Buffon actually.
Yeah.
He is a legend. Like Buffon. And yeah, Buffon. Maybe to sub him will be Oliver Kahn.
It's good.
Yeah.
Man. Actually, my parents just went on a trip to Europe, and they got me a Neuer jersey.
Oh, perfect.
They pray from the Bayern store, man. But that's why I'm reason why I love Germany. But sorry, I'm just really gassed about that. But that's a really good starting 11, man.
Yeah.
You can't get much better than that.
Yeah.
See, for me, how I kind of go with the back line. So, okay, don't get me wrong. Buffon's my goat, so I'll start him.
Okay.
But I think
greatest.
I think the greatest of all time, objectively, is Neuer.
Fez.
That's just because of his ball playing ability.
Yeah.
His shot stopping ability. He's won a World Cup. He's won a Champions League. He's done it all.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know. Game respects game.
Game respects game, but like Messi chipped him, you know.
Was that the Boateng one?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I watched that stuff live that day. I was like,
And just he fell over too.
Yeah, I was like,
it's like
I was like, you know what, Messi or something else. But go on.
Oh, I still remember. Do you remember that header he scored too? Back in it was like 2009, 2008.
Yeah, against Van der Sar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't realize you could do that. I didn't think you could do something like that. Just
you kind of like
up and header.
slept in the air, you know.
I know.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah, there's so many good moments. But basically, how I would kind of line it up, I would have Buffon as a goalkeeper. I would have Maldini.
Oh, nice.
As my right center back.
Okay.
I would also have. I'm trying to be a little bit more kind of a more recent, not as recent, more recent player. But I really I liked Ramos for his just for his leadership and ability. I know he's aggressive and gets red cards,
but still,
love that leadership.
Yeah.
Roberto Carlos on the left. I could also say Cafu or what's his name, Marcelo. I like Marcelo as well.
Yeah.
But right back, I'm gonna have to go. Man, there's a lot of different options you can go for that. But I will go Lam as well, it's because you can't. I don't really know who else really tops that career. But man, when you talk about a right back, you think of Lam.
Lam, yeah.
Now I'm gonna go a two holding mid like he did. I'm doing the exact same formation.
Nice.
But in the holding mid though, the only change I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have Andrea Pirlo.
Ooh.
In that midfield. I'm gonna have N'Golo Kante.
Okay.
As my box to box.
Yeah.
I think when you're watching him prime Leicester and like Chelsea,
he's very efficient.
Oh man, 100%. As my CAM, legendary player of the game, old school. Maradona
Yeah,
for the front three.
Yep.
For the center attack mid, and then I'm gonna have Messi. I'm gonna have Messi actually. I'm gonna have Messi on the right.
On the right. Uh-huh.
On the left, I gotta go Ronaldo. Like just because
Yeah.
like you just can't. You just can't go without them. Um, this is gonna be a little different answer.
Hmm.
So he has the biggest. He has the most amount of goals, or he did for a World Cup. Miroslav Klose,
Where's he from?
Germany.
Ah.
He was so he was back in the early mid 2000s up to like I think like 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, nice.
But yeah, he's a target man for Germany. He has the most World Cup goals.
Nice.
And I'm like, for me, you got to go with that guy. That's an amazing stat. So I know it's not a popular pick,
but that's amazing stats. You need the strikers to score.
Yeah. So and I don't really think there's a true number, like true number 9.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really in the game anymore, man.
Yeah,
Like it's like having those like all complete strikers are just hard to find. Like Holland's just a freak.
Yeah, the one person close to true number 9 now is Haaland.
Dude, 100%.
Yeah.
Like I'm even thinking to you like Lewandowski, I think as well is also a great example of that.
Yeah.
He's a really good player.
Yep.
I think probably like one of my I see close up, but I really like Drogba though.
Oh yeah, Drogba was that guy.
I was really debating putting Drogba in that position, and I'm really tempted to put Drogba there. But there's so many strikers, man. Like, but yeah, and prime Fernando Torres.
Oh yeah,
dude, when he was at Liverpool before the transfer. Oh my god,
Torres was like back home in Nigeria. We used to call him a spirit.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like we used to call him a spirit. Like it was just divine, Torres, he was A1.
Dude, that's the thing. Like I know people are saying I have zero ball knowledge, but that's just me.
Well, no, that's a really great lineup.
Do you know who I was really tempted putting in there too? Modric.
For your CAM
or CAM. I was also very tempted. The thing is, I also do like Iniesta. I also do like Xavi.
Xavi, yeah.
It's just hard when you have a limited midfield like that, man.
Yeah.
So come on, we're gonna take a little bit of a break here.
For sure.
And by the way, not only do we have two sponsors of the podcast, which are Subtle Savagery and Ike Sportswear, who's also from Ghana's.
I know. I love Ike. That's my guy.
Ike's amazing.
He's
amazing. And so is Brian.
Shout out to Ike. Yeah. Shout out to Brian too.
But we also have a new podcast sponsor, and that is Original 16. Nice. Which is the official beer of the Observer Football podcast. Not only do we have the Cop Ale, we also have the Prairie White beer as well. So if you are ever at the LC or at any of the alcohol stores, make sure you pick up Original 16. It's made here locally in Canada. And not only is it a great tasting beer, it's also a very smooth beer to drink.
Yep. Get it with the boys.
And we are back from the Original 16 break of the podcast. So, Kamal, honestly, first part of the podcast, it's been a lovely chat, getting to know more about you, getting more about like not only can we talk some footy, we can also talk about your music career so far, and just get to learn you overall, man. Like, don't get me wrong, we are always at the field together. We're teammates, going through the thick of it. We won championships together.
Yep.
But I never really got to know you on this side. So man, it's been actually great just to kind of get to know more about you and kind of build that camaraderie that way as well. But we talked about footy, we talked about music.
Music, yeah.
So, but for yourself,
okay,
do you have any other like hobbies or interests that you kind of do, like in spare time, like?
Yeah, I do. So, behind Kamaldinho, behind Dean, it's Kamal, right? And I love art. I love creating. I'm a creative director too.
Are you?
Oh yeah. Yeah. So shout out to Rayway. My friend Ray is a promoter, if not the biggest promoter in Manitoba right now. So yeah, he owns this media company. He's creative director. I work hand in hand with him. So I'm kind of like in the behind the scenes, So I do creative direction for him. My friend also started her jewelry business. That's pattern jewelry. It's coming out soon. We're launching pattern jewelry soon. It is really great quality, It is nice. So yeah, I do creative. I'm a creative director. I do graphic designs. A lot of people don't know that,
Do you?
Oh, I made Superbia's logo.
I did not know this.
Yeah.
Dude, I might actually, I might need your help on some things, man.
For
Because,
sure, always. Just
dude,
shoot me a text. Definitely.
there's
I
some things I
got you.
want to do for the podcast, man. I
Yeah.
wanted this for the channel, but yeah, dude, I
Yeah.
did not know that,
Yeah, I did the logo, yeah.
brother. What don't you do?
That's the thing. I'm like a jack. I call myself a jolt, not a goat. Not the greatest of all time, but a jolt, jack of all trades.
Dude, I can
Yeah.
tell, man. Dude,
Yeah.
dude. So like when you not only can you do graphic design, and that's a fresh logo, by the way. I gotta
Yeah.
say, fresh logo. If you haven't seen it, Superbia, I'll shout out
Yeah.
them in the comments here. But also though, so when you talk about like being like kind of like helping out with like direct like entertainment side in
Uh-huh.
terms of like so when you're talking about like that being kind of helping producing, is it like kind of like doing like videos
It's
or is
like
it like
the whole shebang. I edit videos. The last song I dropped, No Baby Bad, but Buddy T, that was like a project I did for myself. I was like, you know what? I actually want to direct this video. I had an idea for what I wanted. I put my pen to paper, did like a mood board. This is what I want the shots to look like. This is what I want my model to wear. This is what I want this scene, this scene, this scene. Yeah. And my friend has a studio. He's a photographer. Shout out to Josh.
Mhm.
Shout out to Luigi. Shout out to Ovar. They have a studio downtown in case you guys wanna take pictures. They have a studio downtown. So I was like, guys, I want to use your studio because these guys are like geniuses.
Yeah.
So it's a space. So there's a photo shoot studio there. Luigi is an artist. He's also like a fashion designer. Ova is an artist too. So there was like, there's literally art stuff around. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna use this space to create my music video. And I wanna put it in the sense that it's an artist, not like a musician, but like an artist that draws having a date with his girl, having quality time. That was the idea for my song, Buddy T. And I directed that video myself. I styled it myself. And I had my good friend, Ibrahim, IB, shout out to him, is also a genius. He does sculpts. He is a creative director too. He has a clothing brand, fashion brand, you know. So he just helped me with the video. He just held the camera for me. Okay, everything. So that's kind of what I do. I edit videos too. I design, I do logos, I do posters. I I've worked with some podcasts in the UK. Shout out to Cruising Out West. I did an intro for the podcast. Yeah, anything that has to do with creating, you know, even in fashion, like I love fashion, right?
Yeah.
I'm always looking for like fits or what I could wear, what I could style with. That is me definitely. I'm always working on something, always. So I said it about myself, and football is that way I leave that creative side, but then I'm still being a creative on the field because to dribble, to do the plays, to run, to pass. I see it as art too, and you can tell I've always been calling football art. So
Hmm.
that is everything about me. And sometimes I'm a goofball, just chatting here and there,
Yeah.
having time with my friends. But yeah, that's about it.
Dude. Wow, mind blown. Like
Yeah.
that's quite the repertoire portfolio there, not
Oh
gonna
yeah.
lie. Well, see, like, and obviously I do YouTube videos,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm still honing the craft of doing the producing videos and like
Yeah.
how do I make that story? What gets the audience engaged?
Yeah.
I'm really curious to hear like so like with this with Baby Bad,
Uh huh.
with the music video for that. How did you like so there's one part about putting the song together and
Yeah.
how that song is, but then how do you go about the creative process about what's the video gonna be like for this?
Great question. So for Baby Bad, right? I had this idea of um because I don't want to spend so much money on making videos, right? I want to do something sweet, easy, and using the resources I have. My manager says I'm like the most resourceful person he knows. So like, you know what? For Baby Bad, I have an idea. Let's have a date at the Red River X. Make it a music video. I'm not trying to sing in front of the camera, you know? I want it to be like a movie whereby you know when you watch movies, romance movies, you just have this scene, the actor and actress are just having time, but like music is just playing at the back. You know, just like you're in a dreamland.
Yeah.
So that's what I wanted for Baby Bad and every other music video. But like, you know what, guys? I hit up my friend Khalid. Shout out to Khalid. He's a great director, man, for Love War Zone Productions. He's great. I told him, bro, this is the idea I have for Baby Bad. I'm just having a date with someone, I pick her up, we go out, we go get ice cream, we go to the X, have fun, go on rides, do some games at the X, because you could do different games at the X.
Yeah.
So yeah. However, we were trying to shoot the ice cream shop, but the ice cream shop was closed.
Oh no.
Yeah. But like, you know what? Let's just go to the X.
Yeah.
Yeah. We went to the X. We got in. Okay, fine. Let's do some games. In the video, you see like my vixen, the girl, right? She won. I don't know if you watched the video yet.
Yeah.
She won a teddy bear. I didn't win that shit.
Oh, it's so funny.
Like
Yeah.
she won it. Because it was part of the whole stuff. We played different games. It was good time. We tried food at the X. I did basketball. Then we went on the Ferris wheel just to capture that sunset, that quality. Because I'm big on quality time, right? Just to capture that sunset and everything. So that was the idea for Baby Bad. Just envisioning that quality time like you're in a movie, people watching it, enjoying the visuals and also enjoying the audio. Right. So that was how Baby Bad came about. Singing Baby Bad, I was in my studio the whole night recording. I don't know what got into my head, and I just started singing, and it came out. And I sent it to my manager, my best friend, and he was like, "Yo, this song is great." But at that point in time, I've recorded like maybe 30 more songs.
Oh, yeah.
So, because it's like 2 years ago, right?
That's fair.
So yeah, that's how Baby Bad came. And when I brought it up to Khalid has done 3 songs for me right now.
Mm-hmm.
Stiziano, Baby Bad, and Funk Love. We literally shot Funk Love 4 or 5 days ago.
Really?
Yeah. So like that was when we were supposed to do the recording.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That
Okay.
morning we had just shot Funk Love. Yeah. So Khalid literally brings my ideas to life, and like trust me, there's nothing better than someone being able to take what is in your head and bring it to life. Because most times you do it yourself. You know, it's your podcast. This is what you want your podcast to look like this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you know the joy of starting something. You have an idea and it comes out. Okay, this is how you want it to be. But like now putting it in someone's hand, like you're putting your audio in his hands,
Yeah.
and it comes out like clean, crisp. Because I could see the compressors working already. You feel me? So yeah, Khalid is great with bringing my ideas to life. And yeah, Baby Bad was a great one. We shot Baby Bad like 3 months ago. I've been holding this video, man. I've been holding it. I'm like, I need people to see this thing, show them like I can create something like this. I don't need 10 people. I just need 3 people, 4, just to make magic. And that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that's one thing too, is just like the whole creative process. Like
Yeah.
I have the vision, and like I can like you said, you have the what you want to bring out and what your art's gonna be.
Uh-huh.
But then like, obviously like, producer Danilo here, he has his specialties like with mixing and audio and things like that. So
Yeah.
he can help enhance that vision and bring in what I want, because he has skills and abilities that I just don't have.
Yeah.
So it's like bringing those around you to help build your art, but it's also bringing up those around you.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that I always find is very important to me, is like whoever I interact with, whether it be like in personal life or just even business or like with my hobby here,
Yep.
is trying to leave a positive impact on others and having
Yeah.
positive relationships.
Yeah.
Because I just want to build everyone up around me. I want to try and like
that's it.
give back, right?
Definitely.
'Cause,
Yeah.
again, that's just one thing that I've always kept important, and that's always been the main point of it. I want to try and build everyone up around me as well.
Yeah, that's it. Because that's what I want. I always try to put all of my friends on whatever I'm on, because I have a lot of creative friends, and I love it because I draw inspirations from them. They help me with the For Body T video. My friend Luigi helped with doing the coloring. My friend Ibrahim helped with videography, and it was like it's good. And I wished my friend Josh, aka photographer Buddy,
Mhm.
his if not the best photographer in Winnipeg right now. You should check him out. He's dope. I
I'll
wanted
check him
him to
out.
take pictures at the X because I know like he would love to take some nice pictures, but he got busy that day and everything. So like yeah, but still like the video came out nice. I still got like some shots from the video, which Kali just posted like 10 minutes ago. Everything's looking nice. The and what I did for this was I did like a promo strategy for this one.
Mhm.
I was so because I'm single, right?
Yeah. This podcast is brought to you by Ike Sportswear. Ike Sportswear is a local sportswear brand here in Winnipeg that specializes in soccer and basketball sportswear. Now, if you're looking for any jerseys that are club or international level at a cheap price, Ike Sportswear has got you covered. Recently, I ordered a Netherlands Van Nistelrooy jersey for the low price of $60. And I must say, when compared to the official branding from the Dutch international team, you can't go wrong because Ike Sportswear has got you covered with affordable prices and quality jerseys. So what are you waiting for here today? Visit Ike Sportswear's Instagram page where you can message them directly for the jerseys you want, or you can also text them at the number on the screen.
I remember on the shoots I had my model Nalisa. Shout out to Nalisa. So I like she didn't know I took these pictures, right? Because I was just behind, like, oh, just taking some pictures around. So I was like, wait, this picture looks nice. It looks romantic. You have your girl there. You have the Ferris wheel in the background. Type of thing. So like, you know what? I called my manager. I called Khaled. You guys, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna post this picture, put like a heart there and a padlock. People might think I'm in a relationship now. You know. And they were like, man, you're just like, you're funny, man. Like, yeah, I want to do it. So I text my mother on the list, say, yo, hey, I'm trying to post this picture. Just want you to know. So I post the picture, and like my phone was like buzzing, different text messages. Like, are you in a relationship now? People giving me the eye emoji, and I'm like, yo, I was laughing my ass off, man. It was crazy. It was fun. Then, then I dropped the trailer to the video the next day. So I did like a compilation of all the texts I got from people, from women, from guys saying congrats, welcome to the club, waiting for your marriage. And people were literally saying, finally, why are you telling me finally? like,
Oh,
like
that's hilarious.
finally. I was like, come on, guys. Like, why you say finally? Like,
Yeah.
you know? So I did like a compilation and then I did like the trailer for the video. And I got like so many comments, so many good remarks, and it's been great because it's something I thought of off the fly. Like let me try this shit. I'm trying to have some fun online today, and it did work. You know, it has made people like pay attention to what I'm dropping,
Mhm.
pay attention to the music, and now people have listened to the music and like, okay, this is nice.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you post, they see it, but they really don't listen.
They
You
don't
know,
engage with it.
they don't engage. They might drop a couple comments,
Yeah.
but like I need them to listen because
Yeah.
when you listen, you understand. And from what I see now, like you say, you were listening to the song, and I'm sure you're like, oh, crazy, like yo, how,
Yeah.
That's what I want people to experience when listening to my music because it is a melodic journey when you listen and you're like, oh yeah, this guy.
Exactly.
You don't sound like how you sing.
No, yeah, and
Yeah.
that's the one takeaway I have from it too, and then that's where like I usually listen to music when I'm at my regular job,
Uh-huh.
and it just fit the vibe. Like it
Yeah.
actually really helped me. Like it was a good vibe. I was vibing out to it, and
Uh-huh.
with me, like music's very big for me, in just in terms of like helping me stay productive. In terms of
Okay.
like if I get on a good rhythm,
Yeah.
I get a lot of things done.
Yeah.
But man, I love the tune, and dude, now that you mentioned like you did a fantastic job with the promotion of the video. Like
Thank you.
that like I saw on Instagram with the text and stuff like
Yeah.
that, man. Though part of the reason about how to is engaging with your audience, but it's also it's like that it's that hook, right?
Yeah,
Like what,
the
like
hook.
they're invested now.
Yeah.
Like, so when you post that first, when you post that first photo, right? And then people start thinking, oh my God, you're in a relationship. Finally,
Finally, let
finally
you.
finally come on. Yes. And then when
Yeah.
he dropped that, the single, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it gets people not only just to like comment, but they're like, okay, what's this about?
What's this
Like,
about? Yeah.
yeah. And then it's like, okay. And then, it's just getting them to actually listen is the main
Yeah. It's the
goal.
main goal.
And
Yeah.
then once in that art, the art itself, it'll do its work for you.
Yeah.
The hard work is getting them to there.
Yeah. That's the hard work. And I need to like engage them, give them that hook. I had to like write a letter to like post out to my girls. I call my girls papintos because I did this shit for them.
Yeah.
So like, I'm still with you guys. I'm still my heart is untamed. You guys still have me. Don't worry, I was just pulling you guys' leg. I'm not in a relationship. But yeah, shout out to every beautiful person listening to my music. Shout out to every woman, every girl, every guy, every gender, because I do this for them. I do this for you guys. I love that you guys love what I make. And yeah, I'm never gonna stop. Yeah, I got more stuff coming. Definitely. I have a song dropping in 10 days. You know, it should be out maybe
By the podcast.
by the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It'll be out by
yeah.
then. And don't worry, link will be provided and everything
Oh,
will be
yeah,
shouted out
yeah.
for
I would
that.
say now I have a song dropping with Quay Cobain. It's called Jana. Go listen. It is a crazy song. It's a really dope song. And also to end that, I have a project this year for my papintos, for everyone that loves listening to me. For sure, you guys are gonna like this. It's a 6-track project. Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Okay, well, you gotta keep me posted on that.
Oh,
And
definitely.
then we'll have to make, because man, I'm excited about what your upcoming projects are.
Yeah.
And then those for who actually, for those in the audience who aren't familiar with Dean's art and music, my question to you is, if you're a brand new listener, never came across your music before,
Uh huh.
in your discography, in your collection,
Yeah.
what song would you recommend of yours that would be a good introduction song to your music?
Ah,
I know that's a big one. I know
that's a
that.
great one. I would say Falling.
Fallen?
Yeah. Well, I would say Retired Boyfriend. It's a 2-pack project I dropped. So
Okay.
it comprises of Falling and Intention. So I listen to that project. It's 2 songs. It's gonna introduce you to my melodies and what I'm about, like the emotions I want you to get from my music. Yeah. I kind of have like different sides to my music, but like the main side is the lover boy side, sexy music. That is what I want people to take from, have joy in listening, listen to the melodies, listen to the lyrics. Yeah, Falling is that one. It's evergreen. It is evergreen. Yeah.
Well, you heard it here first. So if you're
Yeah.
gonna, and I encourage all of you to go check out Dean's music because it's fantastic. So check out Fallen as your first song, and then obviously check out all his music, but
Yeah.
also Baby Bad is out
It's
now.
out now.
And also the other song will be coming out, and the link will be in the description.
Yeah.